In the vast expanse of the universe, where stars twinkle with secrets yet to be unveiled, one story stands out, a tale that makes you question reality itself. It is the extraordinary case of Joe Simonton, a humble Wisconsin farmer whose quiet life was about to be interrupted by extraterrestrial breakfast.
Oh yeah, nothing says first contact with aliens like, take me to your griddle.
Joe wasn't a scientist, a pilot, or a man of status. He was an ordinary American, born on July 25, 1920, in the small town of Eagle River, Wisconsin, an embodiment of the hard-working spirit, grounded, reliable, and certainly not expecting a cosmic visitor. Joe was the type of guy who expected cows, not cosmic chefs. But on April 18, 1961, fate intervened. While Joe was going about his daily chores, something remarkable happened, something that defied all logic. High above the sky, a gleaming metallic object appeared, hovering silently, as if reality itself had paused for this moment. As the craft descended, Joe stood frozen between awe and disbelief. This was no ordinary aircraft. It shimmered like polished chrome and seemed to float effortlessly, untouched by earthly limitations. In that instant, Joe's life changed forever, and the story of the pancakes from another world began.
Sage, be honest. If a UFO landed in your yard, would you run, hide, or offer them breakfast like Joe?
I'd probably call someone.
Wrong answer. The pancakes are the intergalactic peace treaty. Step 1, feed the aliens. Step 2, don't get abducted.
As the silver craft softly touched down on Joe Simonton's property, a hatch opened and 3 humanoid figures emerged. They were clad in shiny metallic suits that shimmered in the morning sun. There were no words, no dramatic music, just an eerie silence and the kind of tension you only feel when reality stops making sense. Despite the shock, Joe did not panic. Instead, he stepped forward, compelled by an overwhelming sense of calm curiosity. The beings gestured toward a strange cooking device inside their craft, indicating, in the most unexpected way possible, that they were hungry.
Imagine traveling across galaxies just to say, yo, Earth guy, you got snacks? That's not an invasion, that's brunch.
In a remarkable act of hospitality, Joe retrieved some water from his home and offered the visitors pancakes he had prepared earlier. But what happened next defied all logic. The extraterrestrials took out a waffle-like grill from their craft, sleek, advanced, and unlike anything found in earthly kitchens, and began making pancakes. These were no ordinary pancakes. They were described as ethereal, airy, almost weightless, as though infused with elements beyond our comprehension. Joe watched in stunned silence as the beings expertly flipped them with precision. No words were exchanged, no threats were made. Only pancakes, shared across the boundary of worlds. With their meal complete, the visitors handed Joe one of the pancakes, perhaps as a gift, perhaps as a symbol, and just as silently as they arrived, the craft lifted off, leaving Joe standing there, holding the most mysterious breakfast item in human history.
I'm just saying, if aliens ever offer me food, I'm trying it. Worst case scenario, I evolve. Best case, I become the galaxy's first food influencer.
News of Joe Simonton's extraordinary encounter spread rapidly, capturing the attention of media outlets across the nation. Headlines exploded with excitement, labeling it the Pancake Incident, and sparking debates that divided communities, scientists, and dinner tables alike. Some hailed Joe as a pioneer, a man chosen for a cosmic exchange. Others were less convinced, raising eyebrows and calling his story outlandish. Skeptics claimed it was a hoax, a misunderstanding, or worse, a publicity stunt. Investigators from organizations like Project Blue Book and the Mutual UFO Network took notice. Samples of the pancake were collected and analysed, sparking scientific curiosity. Was it a common household ingredient, or something far more mysterious? Despite the mounting skepticism, Joe never wavered. He stood by his account with unwavering conviction, insisting the events were real. No embellishments, no theatrics, just truth. As strange as it may be, the pancakes Joe received were far more than a curiosity. They became symbols of the unknown, objects of fascination that challenged our understanding of food, technology, and extraterrestrial culture. Described as miraculously light and strangely textured, they defied typical earthly recipes. Scientists analyzed the pancakes and reported they were made of common earthly ingredients: wheat, starch, grease. But this only raised more questions. If the ingredients were earthly, how did aliens acquire them? Did they stop by a grocery store? Or had they been observing us for far longer than we realized? Some suggested the pancakes were a deliberate message, a peace offering, a sign of shared sustenance among intelligent beings. Others saw them as evidence of advanced nutritional science, perhaps containing elements beyond the scope of human detection. Regardless of interpretation, the pancakes took on a life of their own. They became a cosmic symbol, representing humanity's desire for connection and the eternal question: are we alone in the universe, or have we simply not checked the otherworldly menu? Over the years, Joe Simonton's story found its place in popular culture. UFO documentaries recounted the encounter with reverence, while late-night talk shows and comedians couldn't resist the absurdity of aliens requesting flapjacks from a Wisconsin farmer. The tale became a fascinating blend of authenticity and whimsy. Some embraced it as evidence of peaceful extraterrestrial contact. Others saw it as a humorous allegory, a reminder that the unknown can be both profound and delightfully bizarre. Within UFO circles, the name Simonton sparks both debate and laughter. His story is recounted not as a claim to be mocked, but as a symbol of how the extraordinary can emerge from the ordinary, reminding us that the universe may communicate in ways we least expect. In a world racing toward discovery, the story of Joe Simonton reminds us that the extraordinary often arrives in the most humble moments. His experience challenges our understanding of reality, urging us to remain open to possibilities that lie just beyond the edges of logic. What if the universe speaks not in thunder, but in whispers? Not in grand invasions, but in quiet offerings? What if a simple pancake, shared between worlds, is a reminder that connection can transcend galaxies? Well, folks, that brings our cosmic culinary adventure to a delicious end. Whether you believe Joe Simonton shared breakfast with beings from beyond, or think it was the fluffiest misunderstanding in history, one thing is for sure: the mysteries of the universe are always cooking. If you enjoyed this journey into the unexplained, please tap that like button. It helps the channel rise faster than an extraterrestrial pancake on zero gravity. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our next mind-bending mystery. And hey, got a bizarre encounter, a conspiracy, or a topic you're dying to see covered next? Drop it in the comments. Your idea might be the next great tale we unravel right here. Until then, stay curious, stay open-minded, and remember, the truth may be out there, but the pancakes are right here. My name is Sage Teller, and he is Chivy Chuckles. Any final words to our audience, Chivy?
Keep your eyes on the skies, and maybe keep a frying pan handy, just in case. And hey, if you've ever seen a UFO or, shared a meal with one, you definitely owe us that story in the comments.